Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the RandomSauce Podcast. I'm Philip. Today's episode is sponsored by Anchor FM. If you guys don't know who Anchor is, they are a platform for making podcasts. This podcast is being hosted by Anchor.fm. I would highly recommend checking them out. All you have to do, guys, is go to Anchor.fm. Open your web browser, go to Anchor.fm. You can sign up. You can create your own podcast for free. No caveats. No loophole. Nothing. Nothing that'll hold you back. No hidden issues or anything like that. You guys get what I'm trying to say. None of that. You can create a podcast for free. Have it hosted on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, a whole bunch of other services. You do have to do Apple Podcasts yourself. There's a tutorial on their website on how to do that, so if you guys want to do that, you could. It's a little more difficult because Apple sort of limits what they have on there, so you have to go to them to get it to to get your podcast on Apple Podcasts. You have to go to Apple themselves. It's a simple thing. You just have to email them. They'll send you a link. You just sign up from there. But so that's about it. I highly recommend checking out Anchor FM. Thank you so much to Anchor for sponsoring this podcast. And let's get right into it, shall we? So hey guys, welcome back to the RandomSauce Podcast. It's been a while since we've done an episode. I recently got a new microphone, the Blue Yeti. There's also a ring light right behind my webcam. I'm using my internal webcam for my laptop, so that's why the quality isn't as good if you're watching it from YouTube. But a few updates from the last episode. That was over 7 months ago now, I think. So we have a new setup for the YouTube version of it. If you guys are coming from YouTube, you can see, of course, the text down below, the webcam here, and then over here, you guys can see links, or what RandomSauce is available on. Sorry guys, I don't know what just happened there, but you can listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, just Pocket Casts, and you can go to anchor.fm/randomsauceyt, and you can basically see every platform that we're on. So that's about it. So yeah, again, thank you Anchor for sponsoring this podcast. But today, guys, I have a few things I wrote down. For what I want to talk about in this podcast. Favorites. Everybody's got one. What? Why am I starting with that? But yeah. So I decided to talk about favorite things, I guess. So I am going to put my mouse on the pause button in case I need to pause for anything, but let's talk about favorites. Favorite things that we enjoy throughout life. Stuff we prefer over other things. I guess. But I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite things, and then we'll get into some story time stuff and some other subjects that I'm going to try and get done before 10 o'clock. Long story, I'm not getting into that. I'm not going to share why on podcast, but favorites. My favorite restaurant, my favorite restaurant, either Cheesecake Factory or Applebee's. Some of my favorites there. As for a favorite video game, because I play video games a lot, one of my favorite video games is actually one for the Xbox 360 called The Outfit. If you're coming from YouTube, you guys can see on screen, but it's a World War II game that I used to play a lot when I was younger. I know I probably shouldn't have played a game like this when I was younger, but yeah. I mean, it's a great game. I would recommend it if you're into World War II stuff. So that's about that. I'm trying to think of what other favorites I should add. So, I'm thinking maybe favorite movies. There is one called Caw. That came out, I believe, in 2007 or 2006, something like that. It's about these crows that attack. That's all I remember, and I remember having nightmares from it. Speaking of movies, give me 1 second. Hold on. Due to what's going on in the world, we've been put into quarantine, right? I found something in my closet. A movie called Quarantine. Yeah, this was just sitting in my room. A movie called Quarantine on Blu-ray. It's not the actual disc that's inside. It's just a copy. Yes, yeah. So there's that. Favorite music. I don't really have a favorite genre. I listen to anything, just about anything except for jazz, really. There are a few artists who I do listen to. There's one artist who's very underrated, named Books. If you go to twitter.com, Books the rapper, I would highly recommend you check him out. He is an awesome person. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but shout out to Books. Also Shayla Hamady, Juliet Riley, a few other artists who I listen to. Huge shout out to all of them. But I'm trying to think, what other favorites should we talk about? Favorite color, I'd say it would have to be blue. If you guys don't know why I paused, if you're coming from any of the listening services on YouTube, I have a blue wall. Just blue walls. There's something going on in near the exit door. If you guys can, if you're coming from YouTube, there's like a whole chunk of something missing. But yeah. Now, time for a story time. I'm gonna delve deep into my past. The only reason I am bringing up this story is because I have a friend who listens to Ariana Grande, who is a fan of Ariana Grande. If they're watching this, you know who you are, but I have a very cringy story to announce. But hey, that's what this podcast is for. Just talking about whatever. But yeah, I used to have a crush on Ariana Grande back in the days of Victorious. If you guys don't know what show that is or what that is, it's a show on, was it Nickelodeon? I don't know. Needless to say, I had a little thing for her. And I've wanted to write music because of the stuff that you would see on those shows. I look back and I just think about those moments. It's like those moments at 3 a.m. You're just like, what was wrong with me? You guys know what I mean? Like those type of moments. Just why? Why was I like that? But yeah. Hold on. Let me think of some other storytime stuff. I was a weird kid back then. I always thought that the best thing in life would be on Disney Channel, and that I should be on Disney Channel, and that's how life should be. Because I was a stupid kid. That's how I wanted to get famous. I was all about the fame back then. But now I turn to YouTube, and YouTube is sort of like my own thing, if that makes sense. Something I could do on my own. And it's much better than being on Disney Channel, because I've never been on Disney Channel, and now I'm glad I don't have those type of dreams. Like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, all those. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was in middle school watching those stuff. I was about maybe 13, 12 or 13 watching this stuff. I wonder how people looked at me. I feel so bad for those people who have been in my class. Yeah. But that was a dark past. I used to listen to the iCarly and Victorious theme songs religiously. Not just that, but stuff like Austin and Ally. I would watch those shows and listen to the music in them. How am I still here Like, how have I not just like, oh man. I'm glad I've changed. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm glad I've changed. But, um, yeah, there's that. Also, right now it is 2021. Um, I remember, been past New Year. I remember a while back, I was like, it was like, I think in 2006, 2007, something like that. I remember waking up and my dad was like in the living room and he's like, "Oh yeah, did you know that you missed New Year's?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, I actually slept through New Year's. And I remember thinking like 12 o'clock, it's such a long, like, it's gonna take forever to get to 12 o'clock. And then yesterday I'm like, "Oh, 5 minutes until the ball drops? Okay, well, time flies." But yeah, I remember wanting to fall asleep before the ball dropped and it became next year. And now I just look at it and it's like, oh, okay, time to go upstairs and watch the ball drop at 12 a.m. Like, I'm not usually up at that time, right? I usually go to sleep anywhere from like 12 to 1, and I'll wake up anywhere from like 9 to 12. Yeah, I wake up late. Don't judge me. I can wake up to like 12:30, and I will wake up panicking like, oh my god, oh my god, I'm like halfway through the day. But yeah, I'm already like afternoon. I wake up and it's like, oh my god, I slept through most of the day, or for the most part. Oh my god. But yeah, that's why I try to go to bed early, so that way I can essentially, how do I explain it? I can go to bed early and, I can wake up at a good time. I also have to be up early tomorrow because I have a package coming tomorrow, so I want to get that. I bought a touchscreen monitor because eventually I want to do streaming on YouTube. Just go all out. I have a desktop computer, which this laptop is standing on. I have a janky setup right now, so I'm kind of just living with that right now. But the laptop is sitting on top of my desktop. I can record all gameplay from either my laptop or my desktop. I'll have to choose. I can then, I can just have one of them being a streaming computer and the one of them being a gaming computer, one or the other. And that's how I think I'm going to do things for streaming. What was I talking about? All I know is I went to streaming. Also have my new Blue Yeti. Hold on. I have my Blue Yeti. It's a great microphone. I would highly recommend it. I got it for Christmas, so for my dad. So thank you. He's not at the house at the moment, so there's that. But yeah, I have a new microphone, much better than a Razer Siren X. From quality, from what I've heard. But yeah, trying to think what else I want to talk about in the stream. In this podcast, I was going on about something like something, and then it turned into streaming, and yeah. Oh yeah, since then I've also got a new laptop that I can post this content on, make it a lot easier. But yeah, I don't know what else I want to talk about. Maybe some games that I've been playing. Lately I've been playing some CS:GO. I want to start playing Terraria. Another game I want to start playing is The Outfit, but about games that I've played already, CS:GO. I was playing Shell Shock Live the other day with a friend of mine. I'm trying to think what else. I tried to play golf yesterday, but that didn't work. So, Among Us is another game that I've been playing. I've been slowly getting back into Minecraft. I have a world where I just have like a few mods on there, stuff that's very basic. So there's 4 games. I'm trying to think, what other game have I played recently? Oh, Quake 2 RTX. I have a laptop with a GTX 1660 Ti, and it can handle RTX. It's not the best when handling RTX, but it's not meant to play RTX in the first place. There is a driver that allows you to play ray tracing games on this. So that's what I've been doing. I can't play Minecraft ray tracing, the new one, because there's like a thing where it requires a 2060 graphics card, and I only have a 1660 Ti, so I can't use that. Also, I plan to do videos with Hackintosh. Right now, I happen to have a 480 gigabyte SSD that currently has Mac OS on it. Mac OS Big Sur. This thing will run on my desktop computer, the Dell Optiplex 7020. It has a Core i5, 4590, 20 gigabytes of RAM. It uses the integrated graphics. Everything just works with Mac OS. I didn't really need to do any sort of upgrades. Currently, it's running Windows, and is using the AMD FirePro W5000 instead of the Intel HD 4600 graphics. But yeah, that's about it. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, okay, but just geeky stuff. Sorry guys. I also bought a new TV tuner card. I found it only works in Windows XP. That's fun because now I need to find out how I'm gonna use it. Because I don't want to just throw it out. It's a cool card. It sort of works from what I've tested in Linux, but Linux is sort of iffy with this stuff. So yeah, I do have a dock for a laptop that'll let me use a PCI card. It's a Dell dock, but it should work with this, hopefully. I don't know if it's going to work 100%, but we'll see. But yeah. So guys, I think I'm going to end off the stream here. It's been fun. I hope you guys do enjoy. Make sure to drop a like. Hit that subscribe button down below. If you're coming from YouTube, make sure to follow the podcast, RandomSauce Podcast, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.